Hello everyone, welcome to the chapter Air Pollution. Before going in detail about the chapter, let's take a look about the air and atmosphere around us. Air is essential for life itself. Without it, we could survive only for a few minutes. It constitutes immediate physical environment of living organisms. The atmosphere is layered into four distinctive zones, which are known as troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. So, air is very much essential for our life and for our environment. Air pollution consists of gases, liquids, or solids present in the atmosphere in high enough levels to harm humans, other organisms, or materials. Therefore, air pollution may be defined as any atmospheric condition in which certain substances are present in such concentration that they can produce undesirable effects on man and his environment. There are some major poisonous gases present in the atmosphere like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, chlorofluorocarbon, sulfur dioxide, and methane. These gases are also known as greenhouse gases. Among them, carbon dioxide or CO2 is the important greenhouse gases of the world. There are some distinctive causes of air pollution which can be classified into two categories. One is the natural cause, another one is the artificial cause. It can also be termed as outdoor factor and indoor factors. Among the natural causes, one of the important factors is forest fire, where you can see miles after miles forests are getting fired due to excessive heat generated from the sunlight, and as a result, in the arid or desert region, such huge amount of smoke are mixed up with the atmosphere and get the atmosphere or air polluted. Sandstorm is another important natural factor where we can see huge extended area of the Earth's surface is covered with the sand particles and ultimately the air gets polluted. Generally, it is occurred in the desert region. Volcanism is also another important natural cause where you can see huge amount of smoke, gas and cinders are emitted from the crater with the lava, and also these materials mixed up with the atmosphere and get the atmosphere or air polluted. Among the man-made factor, one of the important one is the industrial pollution. In that case, we can see huge amount of smoke, pollutant gases, carbon particles are emitted from the chimneys of the industrial sectors or factories, and these particles are mixed up with the atmosphere and get the atmosphere unhealthy for any living organisms like plants, animals and human beings. Deforestation is also another man-made factor by which we can see huge amount of air is getting polluted indirectly. As we cut off the trees for the lumbering industry, it always have an important role on the balance of ecosystem and the nature. Trees and vegetational cover is always important to maintain the equilibrium of precipitation or rainfall and the evaporation rate. But if we cut down the trees for the industrial purposes, then definitely it will create a huge disbalance in the environment and cause air pollution indirectly. As the number of population is increasing day by day in all over the world, huge amount of Earth's surface is converted into artificial urban cities and multi-storied buildings, which also has an adverse effect on the air pollution and also indirectly increase the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Chemical fertilizers, pesticides, waste ashes are also used in agricultural field which are coming from burning waste, dust particles that produce huge amount of air pollution in agricultural sector. It is becoming increasingly difficult to control air pollution causes from automobile sectors, cars, buses, lorries, etc. These transport commodities emit huge amount of pollutant gases which mix up with the atmosphere and create huge amount of smog in the urban cities. Apart from the outdoor factors of air pollution, there are some significant causes of air pollution coming from indoor sector. Open fire cooking stoves produce heavy smoke containing fine particles, carbon monoxides. Harmful gases blend with the air from the wood, cow dung cakes, coal and gases used in the cooking sectors in the village areas. Air also gets polluted from the smoke of incense sticks, mosquito coils and other chemical substances used in domestic areas, generally in the urban cities. Smoke from cigarettes are also harmful to our health. Smoking can cause pollution in the room and it is also create a huge amount of problem in the lungs, heart and also even cause for the cancer. The major effects of air pollution are ozone hole. Ozone hole refers to annual thinning of ozone layer observed yearly over the South Pole areas. Generally on Antarctica, scientists are examined that the layer of the ozone is getting thinner and thinner due to emission of different atmospheric pollutant gases, mainly CFC or chlorofluorocarbons. These chlorofluorocarbons are emitted from the refrigerators, air conditioners and other home appliances used in domestic sectors. Incoming solar radiation in the form of short wavelength wave can penetrate our atmosphere and interact with the Earth's surface and finally produce broad wavelength wave which cannot able to penetrate out from the atmosphere to the space. As a result, these broad waves cause increase of temperature within the atmosphere. Along with the natural process, the other harmful gases like CFC, HCFCs are emitted from the urban areas which cause ozone depletion in the atmosphere. As a result, harmful ultraviolet rays can able to penetrate our atmosphere and it will increase the temperature of the Earth's surface abruptly and that will be intolerable for mankind. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide emitted from vehicles and factories react with the oxygen and moisture in the air to produce acid like carbonic acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, etc. And these acids comes down with the precipitation and form acid rain. Fish and other creatures in the ponds and the rivers are affected by such acid rain. Several statues and monuments made up with marbles are also getting damaged by such acid rain. For example, Taj Mahal and Victoria. As the short wavelength wave of solar energy can able to penetrate the atmosphere and it will transform into broad wavelength wave which cannot able to penetrate out from the atmosphere. Hence, the temperature within the atmosphere will increase due to such broad wavelength wave and this causes greenhouse effect on the Earth's surface where we can see temperature within the Earth's surface and the atmosphere is increasing day by day and our planet is getting warmer and warmer era after era. Due to greenhouse effect, the temperature of the atmosphere is increasing day by day and this is known as global warming, which means that the snow caps of the polar region are melting rapidly which cause increasing of sea level and the low-lying areas of coastal regions are getting under the water permanently. Measures for controlling air pollution. We should use handkerchief and mask to cover our mouth while sneezing and coughing. The room where gas or stoves are lit must be ventilated for smoke emitted while cooking to escape. We should always use covered dustbin. While painting, windows and doors of the room should keep open and ventilated for air to pass freely. Use the mosquito net instead of mosquito coils to avoid injury to health. Smoking in a confined room results emitting of smoke which mix up with the air. These might cause harm to the health of the other persons present in the room, so smoking should be prohibited. Steps to reduce air pollution. We should use public transport like bus, trains and other transport commodities instead of private cars to minimize air pollutions generated from motor vehicles. We should use non-polluting vehicles like bicycles, electric trains and electric trams, metros, etc. to reduce air pollution in our cities. Automobile vehicles should be maintained properly so that pollutant gases should not emit from them. The factories should be located far from the city. As a result, the pollutants which are coming out from the industrial sectors should not harm human health in the residential areas. Afforestation and plantation of trees is very much required to maintain equilibrium of our environment and retaining the balance between the precipitation and evaporation rate. Using of non-conventional energy like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy should be utilized instead of other conventional energies like coal, petrol, as such non-conventional energies cause less amount of air pollution. Thank you.